Hey everyone, this is Mike with Accounting for Cycling. Today we're going to check out Anker's new Prime docking station. You can see it's got a little screen on it, ton of ports. It's a 14:1 triple display DisplayLink, which means it is GPU agnostic. You use the upstream port and plug it in and goes. So it's compatible with most devices that use USB-C. More screensavers requires computer connection to be used. We'll get to that later. I did receive this docking station directly from Anker for the purposes of performing an unbiased review. All of my opinions are my own honest views and experiences. Thank you, Anker, for sending this dock for review. I did not pay for this, but also Anker does not have any input on my opinions. So again, I did not pay for this, but everything in this video is my own opinion. I'm not being paid by them, but I do believe I get to keep the docking station, which also this one has a serial number. The other one did not. It's got a little clicky dial on the side. That's always nice. Nice tactile button push too. That's for just kind of flowing through the screens, and we'll check that out a little bit later as well. First we'll finish up the unboxing here. And nice clean unboxing experience. You can see everything is kind of very green, recyclable. Here you've got your upstream USB-C, and this is capable of the full 140 watts. And then the really nice thing, especially with something this powerful, is you have just one singular AC plug. You don't have to have an extra dongle hanging off the back to be able to power this. It's all built right in, and it's got a little fan exhaust port here because it has a cooling solution right inside to keep everything functioning all day long, whether it be for your business purposes, creative purposes, school, work, play. You've got your 2.5 gigabit Ethernet port, your USB 2, which you can see here is pretty nicely labeled, with a keyboard and mouse to kind of differentiate it. You've got two USB 3s here, 5 gigabits per second. You have DisplayPort 1.4, and then also two HDMI 2.1s, allowing triple displays up to 8K 60 Hz, 4K 60 Hz, and 4K 60 Hz simultaneously. And then you've got your upstream USB-C, and that's going to be where all of your data flows through. That's a 10 gigabit per second and 140 watts, and nice and cleanly on the back, so you can route it through on your desk, giving a nice clean side here for some air flow. And then around on the front, you have an SD card slot, a micro SD card slot, which they call a TF slot, two 10 gigabit per second USB-Cs, one 5 gigabit per second USB-C, again with limitations, up to 100 watts. Basically, if there's only one thing plugged into it, the entire dock is capable of up to 160 watts. And then also you've got your headset port here. So now we've plugged in the AC. Skipped over that part in the actual video. It's not too exciting. Asus ProArt here, which you can see has this Anker cord hooked into it. And I actually have the software already loaded in from the beta test program, because I've been using the beta version of this dock for a while now. Turn lights down a little bit and get cozy. So you can see you've got your display here on the front, and it just goes through a little bit of setup. Press the knob to control, so it just kind of takes you through a little bit of a walkthrough. The computer's drawing 57.5, 64.5. Total power in the middle here. Show the host power, and then rotate through the back. This is actually something new that was not incorporated on the beta version. It's this entire screen where you can dig in directly on the dock itself, which is a really nice feature, because you can see the maximum capabilities. Okay, so the 5 gigabit port is also capable of 100 watts. You can see the maximum capabilities of each port on the device. I know it's kind of difficult to see just because nothing's plugged into it, so it kind of dims to show that. Don't forget to like, subscribe. But if we go to the host here, you can see the voltage, amperage, the actual wattage, what it's fully capable of. And if we go back, it'll just take us back to this screen. But then if we rotate through here, you can see there's no displays hooked in. But if there were, you have HDMI 1, 2, DisplayPort, and it would show exactly what those displays are doing. Resolution, response time, as far as frequency. So say 1080p, 240 hertz, 8K, 60 hertz, that kind of information. Then you've got your different modes here. So this is really, let's go back here, really kind of cool. Total protection hours and active shield 3.0. Another feature built into the dock, just to kind of keep your system safe. But the performance mode just shows you how it's set up in the Anker docking station software. On these settings here, you can adjust the brightness, screen timeout, anywhere to like always on, 30 seconds, which will keep knob orientation, screensaver, which is your different information such as a clock, no screensaver, kind of like the flowers. We'll keep those. Clock format, and then back to language and reset.
Okay, so I can only show so much because this test was incredibly successful using my personal computers, but this is a corporate one. Hello. You can see it's just like a Dell Precision laptop with a numpad. So let's see if it picks up and just like loads in the driver. So we'll check back in shortly, or, you know, I don't know, as soon as it like powers on. You can also see I moved up to my actual office. So there's my 778 from Anker. Check out that video if you're looking for a Thunderbolt 4 dock. And the display adapters. It's right down there. Here it comes. Look at that. Yeah, so it just shows up as a standard driver. There we are. I'd have to actually like go in here and change all these different settings. But yeah, so that is phenomenal. I actually don't know if this laptop has the processing capability of handling that. Oh yeah, look at that. Because we've got a ultra wide 1440, a regular 1440. That gets extra bonus points onto this, added to the positives. It just keeps getting better. And it's got a little clock on there. Yeah, especially at the $299 price point. I mean, even just over 200. I mean, like you've got Thunderbolt down here. That's going to be more your power user anyways. They're both kind of feeding into a more corporate power user end of things. You know, you've got kind of that expense going, and they're almost kind of going more head to head as is. If you can find it on sale, excellent. If not, wait. Or sign up for emails and all those fun coupons that Anker pops up. Pros for the Anker Prime docking station with the DL7400. The screen out front, it does provide useful port data. Clock after timeout, it's been my favorite piece, and you also get the total amount of power output. The DL7400 chip works great with Intel, AMD, Snapdragon, whether it's dedicated GPU, integrated, it really does not care. It is definitely GPU agnostic. Fast upstream transfers to your primary computer that you're running this off of. I say primary because right now this one's charging, can also transfer data through it. Great power delivery across all sorts of different laptops. Surface laptop with Qualcomm Snapdragon chip, this Alienware 16 Aurora, Asus ProArt, and then also a ZenBook S16 was all tried out, as well as an older 2018, I think it's actually the 2017 model MacBook Pro, all excellent with power delivery across all of them, and was able to handle them without issue. Cons, the full-size SD slot. I had a little bit of a slower experience, 85 megabits per second on my Lexar UHS-2 high-speed SD cards. The micro SD TF slot, that actually worked impressively well, very fast. I was shocked by that. So maybe it's just an issue with this dock and my full-size card. Could be exactly that. So, you know, your mileage may vary. It may not work on all enterprise or business laptops. So if your IT has to come in and download the DisplayLink driver, if it doesn't just automatically download, which it did pretty much every device I just tested, you may have to contact them or it just may not work. So that's kind of a pseudo con. Things I'd love to see: customization of the clock and or different screensavers, maybe being able to put a picture of your family, your pet, utilize the screen a little bit more, even if it's just lower resolution, even if it can just be done through the Anker dock manager, that kind of thing, even if it's, corporate logo. I think that's kind of the biggest area that this dock is going to be focused towards, is it's going to kind of find its way into office spaces, including home offices. It is very sharp looking. Basic operation usage without having to use the Anker dock manager, which you can use pretty much all of it. The dock manager just makes it a little bit smoother because you can click and go. It would just be nice to have a little more functionality out of it. And then finally, kind of a long running one, just being able to wake your computer through the power button on the dock, which that for the most part seems to be reserved to actual enterprise and branded docking stations like HP EliteBooks or Dell series that, you'd see across cubicles. So, we live to dream another day, at least with that. But it would be nice where if you could just kind of, hold this side clicky button for about 3 seconds and it wakes your laptop from sleep. At $299, it is a bit expensive. Definitely aim more at kind of a professional clientele since it did just launch. $300, it's, fine. It's very nice. I would say it is still worth $300, especially if they continue to add improvements like they have been. If you can get it lower than that, even better, especially with how many units it can function on. It's not just a desk clock that you can plug in your laptop to. I'll continue to use it, test it, and hopefully put out some follow-up video. Thanks for watching this. Watch all my other videos. And if you're looking for something for work, play, I don't know why you'd hook up your desktop, but great all-rounder. As is that. So I just want to thank Anker again for sending out the Prime docking station with the DL7400 chip. They have no input on my reviews, leaving creativity to me. I'll have links down in the description below. If you use those, I may get a small commission. Check out my other videos. If you liked this video, don't forget to subscribe, hit like, leave a comment on if you have an Anker dock, if you check this one out, what your favorite feature looks like, or even something you would love to see in a dock that you haven't seen before. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching today and have a great day.